Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Empowered Women in Business International Radio. I am your host, none other than Taylor K on the mic, also known as Nicole Mosby Taylor. It is such a pleasure to have each and every one of you guys here today. And we have a phenomenal, oh my goodness, I can't tell you enough about our guest today. You guys are in for a treat. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy. And I can't wait to introduce this phenomenal. But before I do, I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about EWBI because I know some of you are like, "What is EWBI?" So we serve a sisterhood of women entrepreneurs who believe that individually you can do great things, but collectively we can forever change the world. Members of our movement experience a support system that allows them to celebrate their wins and share their struggles in a series of opportunities that enhance them personally and professionally. If this sounds like an organization that you would like to be a part of, visit our website at www.ewbiradio.org. Again, that's www.ewbiradio.org. Our quote of the day. Our quote of the day is: success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. By William Churchill. What do you think about that, Cindy? You like that quote?
You know what? I love that because it talks about perseverance and persistence.
Yes.
That's key. That is key.
Yes.
Failure is not fatal. That's not the end of everything. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you make it so.
Come on now. Look, that reminds me of just about 2020. You know, some people really had some challenges in 2020, but it's not the end.
No.
Well, as long as God do two things, let you open these two eyes, then guess what? You have a new start, a new opportunity to write that new chapter in your life. So go for it.
Yes, that is so true. And I've been telling a lot of people who, they'll get this. If you are still here in 2021 doing what you've been doing previously, then you're anointed for it. Anything that was not has been torn down. Anything that is has been repackaged and is moving forward. Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You are so right about that. You know that's just speaking to my soul right now because so many people, oh my goodness, lost loved ones, multiple loved ones. Sometimes close, right, like a father, son, or just to hear that devastating news, but to understand that God has blessed you with another day. So sometimes it's difficult. Grief is hard, but you have to keep on keeping on and understand that we're here for a reason. And God don't want you to sit around and mope around and be miserable. He wants us to live life and live it to the fullest. What do you say? Live it more abundantly.
Yes, yes, yes. He does. He does. He does.
So I am not going to keep our guests in suspense any longer. I want to introduce the phenomenal, the one and only Miss Cindy Diva by Cindy.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be here with you.
Excited to have you.
I am so excited.
Yes. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
you. So
you.
just tell us a little bit about yourself today, Cindy.
Well, I'm gonna put everything and summarize everything in a nutshell. My name is Cindy Tawia. I'm the creator and formulator of Diva by Cindy hair products. I ran a salon for 13 years. Prior to that, I was a registered nurse. I have a prophetic ability and a gift and a passion for healing women, and currently own the Diva Day Spa Healing Center in Upper Co, Maryland. So that's like the summarized, abridged version. But I got all the juice that you want, Nicole. And your audience wants to hear the juicy details as well, as far as what I do. Are you there?
Crystal, I can't hear her. I'm gonna have to leave and
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can. So
Perfect.
yes, thank you so much for being so patient.
I didn't know whether to tap dance or do what when you were gone.
Well, look, you did a great job because I heard you continuing on. I could hear you from my producer's computer, and I heard you. You know, you just kept on like a pro the pro that you are.
Look, I looked at the thing and said, you over there. I said, I can't pick my nose or blow my nose or anything. And these days, you can't even go anywhere in public because I dare you cough, and everybody's like, backing away from you. So I was like, I ain't gonna blow my nose or anything. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But I'm glad you can hear me. So I said, I'm sure that your audience wants to hear all the juicy details about what's going on.
Yes. So tell us what led you. So we know that you have a degree as an RN.
As a
So
registered nurse.
some people would get that degree as a registered nurse, and they would call it a day. They would just be a registered nurse. What made you transition into this phenomenal entrepreneur?
Well, I always wanted to go in business. I had a teacher of mine when I was 16, my chemistry teacher, inspired my love of beauty products by teaching me how to make nail polish and lipstick. That's all I dreamed of doing. So I was kind of pushed in that direction by my parents. My father wanted me to become a doctor. So nursing, I did that. I got my bachelor just to make my parents proud, and then left. And I think what it is the courage to leave. A lot of people don't have that courage to say, I'm stepping out. I don't have a passion for this. I don't have a stomach for it. And to step out and go fall into their calling. Because people that are nurses, there are people who are nurses who are called, but then there are a lot who are doing it just for the money. There are a lot of people in professions who are doing it just for the money.
And you can tell
into my calling.
And typically, you can tell when somebody's doing it just for the money. That's
Oh,
the difference.
God.
And you do it, and you might have a smile on your face, but you don't have a smile in your heart. So when you find what you're passionate about,
or your eyes, you can look in the eyes and just dead.
Right. But when you're passionate about something, watch out. I started a devotional with a devotional for entrepreneurs with a group of women, and it's been so powerful just to hear the stories and to hear. But today it spoke to me because it's just talking about sometimes even before you make a decision, we always have to go and seek his word and make sure that we're doing what he wants us to do. And so today's devotional was devoted to us seeking and listening to him and allowing him to lead us. And it was just so powerful because when you think of business, sometimes you always think about that separation. Some people don't like to bring God into their business. Some people do. I'm one of the people that do because I want to hear what he has for me. I want to hear him tell me where I'm supposed to go. So
Yeah.
did he speak to you about going into cosmetics and making hair care products and all?
Yes, and then let me backtrack a little bit. You mentioned separation.
Mm-hmm.
The meaning of hell is separate from God.
Mm.
So you're not in your purpose, you're not in your passion, and you are miserable, meaning you are in hell. When my teacher inspired me, what he did was he helped birth what was already in me.
Right.
So he activated it. And my whole life, I've always known that nursing was not it. I've always known that there was more. There is more. There was more. I kept hearing, no, there is more. Even when I left nursing and opened a hair salon, I still kept hearing, there is more. And then the hair products were birthed, and I kept hearing, there is more. I authored a book on a journey of how I transitioned. And I kept hearing, no, that's not it. There's more.
Mm.
Uh, and then falling into my healing path, I've always been able to hear clearly. So everything that I've achieved to date is from hearing and following through. So yes, I definitely listen, and I bring God in all aspects of my business. Otherwise, it would not attain any level of success.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's powerful right there. That you heard is
yeah,
more. You
yeah,
heard that whisper is more. Mm. So
yeah.
not only did you find your passion, you turned it into your purpose, but
That's
then he
it.
kept pushing you to
That's
greatness,
it.
pushing
That's
you to
it.
greatness.
Yes.
So
Because
tell
it's
us,
never over.
that's right. I know that's
Yeah,
right. You
yeah.
still hear that it's more.
There's
It's
more.
not,
Yeah.
it's not done. Every time I have you on my show, you come back with more.
That's it. That's it. It's not over.
Yes. So
And it's not just me. There's more in each and every one of us. We just have to want more and be more.
yes, yes. It bothers me to see people complacent.
Oh,
I try to light that fire, but some people are so comfortable with being complacent.
it's like,
Complacent.
ain't complaining.
Yes, every day. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do. Look, don't complain about it. Do something about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like if it's a problem, then there's a solution. You just gotta find it.
Find it. And there are three types of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened.
Which one are you?
Honey, I make things happen.
No, I'm
I
not
said,
talking to
God,
you. I'm talking to our
yeah,
audience because I
yeah,
want to know.
exactly. Yes, we got to get the watchers up there and do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. So if
yeah.
anybody is watching our live, make sure that you send Diva by Cindy a message or even a question. Just jot a question. There's Full Rotten Harper, Miss Dondra herself. She said, "Good evening, good evening, my EWBI sister." So if anybody, oh, there's Janine Faulkner. She said, "It's
That's it.
more. It's not over."
Yes,
Awesome. Find
yes,
the solution.
yes.
Yes, 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 Janine.
Love Janine. Love Janine and her pillows. Love her.
Yes, her pillows wonderful. We just had
Yeah.
her on not too long ago.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. My EWBI sister. I just love them. They're amazing. So tell us, so once you open up your hair salon,
Uh-huh.
kind of walk us through what transpired. What happened after that?
So the amazing thing is, prior to opening, when they walked me in, the code to turn on the lights was 2469. That's my birthday.
Wow.
Yes, when I got in, I took to it like a duck to water because people often say they have MBAs. You don't need an MBA to run or start a business. You need a lot of street smarts and
Okay.
tenacity and dedication and the willingness to get to work. I experienced a lot of turnover when I started my first business, my hair salon, because I didn't know that hairdressers transitioned and moved along so often. But what was actually happening is the turnover was pushing me towards my destiny. See, a lot of people see things happening and they see it as a downward turn. But I'll tell you, in my life, at every single stage of my life, anything that's gone down has turned in my favor. And that's what people need
Wait
to
a minute,
understand.
you have to say that again. Say that one more time.
Anything that has had a downturn has turned in my favor. Okay. The stylist left me so I could birth my hair product. Okay. I went into BWI and they took away my stand, gave it to Mac so I could birth my vending machine. Okay. Then I had a location that I was in the process of purchasing 10 years ago, and that deal fell through, so I can have the location that I'm in now, which is way better than what I would have had. So every misfortune is a blessing.
Come on now. That door closed is not because it's right around the corner. Right around the corner is your door open.
That's it. Divine delay is not divine denial.
Yes, yes.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
You are speaking to us tonight.
Not. So long as you have breath in your body.
It's so important that these business owners know and hear that, like Janine Faulkner said, she said, you ladies are amazing, giving powerful nuggets tonight. Not as amazing as you, Janine. Iron sharpen iron.
That's right.
Tracy,
that's right.
One of my EWBI sisters, said good evening, and so did Minister Hicks. So thank you guys for joining in. Please don't hesitate to drop your questions for Cindy. I'm telling you guys, she is a powerhouse. She's been around. She knows the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. She knows.
You know what?
That quote really speaks to you, Cindy. To me, that quote really speaks to you because you're sharing how you people always see us when we on a come up, but they don't know what it took for us to get to that place.
Yeah.
They don't understand the sacrifice.
They don't know. They don't know. I got to a point a couple of years ago when I couldn't produce anymore Tangler, which is my hottest item. And I was behind in invoices. And I remember looking at my daughter. This was probably 2008, 2009. And I said, Abby, I don't think we can make anymore. I mean, I'm done. I've watched a bill here and I don't think I can get it done. You know what she told me? She said, well, it's over only if you say so. It's over only if you say so.
Come on now.
Over only if you say so. You're the one that can end it. You and God can end it. If you say it's over, it's over. But you've got to have the will to persist. The longest tomorrow's coming, and you face tomorrow, it means that there is more.
Remember in the Will Smith movie, Pursuit to Happiness?
Gosh.
And if you just think, we have to, our tongue is powerful.
Yes, it is.
Our tongue is powerful. We have to watch what we speak. And I try, I'm not even going to say that word try. I'm going to take try out. When people are around me, I often tell them they can be a stranger. And if I hear them use certain words, then I'll correct them because our tongue speaks life. And we have to continue to speak life over our life. Yeah. We have to continue to believe, winners win. And unfortunately, losers lose. And if you know that you're a winner and you speak to the fact that you're a winner, then guess what? You're going to win.
Yes. Yes. It even says in the Bible that you should speak to the mountain and move that mountain. And if you remember listening to President Obama, he always said, when I become president, not if, when. It was a definite, definitive.
Yeah.
It was absolute. So we have to speak life. Yeah. And a lot of us, those that go to church, go to church, say, oh my God, life and death is in the power of the tongue. We're quoting this verbatim, but we're not practicing it. Mm-hmm. You know the difference between Christians and unbelievers, and the difference between truly successful people. If you've seen the rap artists who are successful, and those who are not, is the word is belief. Belief. They believe in themselves. They believe. But you know what's more profound than belief that my son taught me? Knowing. Knowing. I know I was made for this. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
I'm not being arrogant or confident. This is what I was created for. I embrace it.
It's funny you say that because sometimes, you know, the devil will sneak in and make you think that maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe maybe I should just let this go and start another business. Maybe I need to go in another direction. But that's when we have to trust God. Because see, when God spoke to me and he told me to open up EWBI, when God spoke to me and told me to do what I needed to do to get Emmy started, when God spoke to me to help out with trauma advocacy, I can't turn my back on it because he has spoken. It is our duty to carry it out.
That's it. And he is not man that he should lie. See, when he spoke, you heard, you're being obedient. When David was anointed years and years and years and years and years ago by Samuel, the prophet Samuel, Saul was king. It took David years. He had to fight Goliath. Then he had all these other things going on. It took years. So when he tells you, know that it's already in the spirit realm. See, what it is broadcasting is your realm. Women's ministry is your realm. You know that, you feel that, you love that. But even though, and I was reading Habakkuk 2:2, write your vision and make it plain.
Yeah.
But after Habakkuk 2:2 is 2:3. And there's a part in there that says that the vision has been spoken, but though it tarry, wait for it, wait on it. So even though the vision that he's given you is delayed in coming, wait on it. For it shall surely come. That's what it says in 2:3.
Look,
read it. Read it. Ooh.
Yes, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yes.
So today with the devotional, it also said faith plus obedience equal success. Faith plus obedience equals success.
Yes. Yes.
You have to have that faith. And God says it doesn't even have to be a lot, just the faith of that mustard seed.
Yes.
You have to step out on faith. Once you step out on faith, you just be obedient and walk walk in the steps that he has provided for you, and it's going to equal success. When I read that, I had to rewrite it. I wrote it down in my journal because I was like, wow, I like this. This is good.
Yeah. And I was telling people your blessing is tied to your obedience. Because when God told me to engineer a machine, a vending machine to put the products in, I followed through. I'm a follow through. I hear and I follow through. That's led to so many places, including Black Enterprise. You know, getting a feature of Black Enterprise. I wanted years and years ago. And I look back now like if I had not followed through, I wouldn't get it, which is the same thing you're saying. Faith plus your obedience, your willingness to listen and follow through will guarantee it.
The Bible says faith without works is what?
It's dead.
Yes.
It's
dead. Yes. So we're going to hold right there for a minute. Please keep it locked right here. We're going to take a quick break, but keep it locked right here at Empowered Women in Business International Radio. heard of this. Welcome back to Empowered Women in Business International Radio. So we are here with Diva by Cindy. I know you guys have all heard of this fabulous, phenomenal queen. And so we were having a good discussion, Cindy, and I'm so sorry that we had to take a break. But
That's all right.
we was like right in the middle of the juices.
Yeah.
You were sharing with us that that God said that there was more for you. So you left being an RN, a registered nurse. You opened up a salon. You started products, and God still said there's more. Take us from there and share a little bit more about your journey.
Absolutely. So after the turnover with the salon, that led me to my products. And my salon, my first location closed in 2009. That's when my lease ended. And I decided not to renew my lease because I'd been there for 5 years. By then I had my products and decided that I was going to purchase a location for my salon / day spa. So I took 2010 to focus on that, went all the way to settlement in October of 2010, and the deal fell through. I was devastated.
Oh, wow.
So from 2010 till 2018, I was operating out of a home office. And I would do vending events wherever it is I was called to go. God would tell me, go, I just went. I had managed to get distribution of my products in the military bases, in Giant and Food Line, and so many different places. And I still felt like my healing center, the essence of who I am, helping and healing people, needed a place. But how can I move forward when 10 years prior, the deal had fallen through? How can I move forward when I had the money stashed away, but it was no longer there? And 2020 brought that revelation and turned things all the way around because God made it possible. And that's where I decided to purchase a location for my healing day spa where I am now. So I just feel like all this whole journey has led me from healthcare to healthcare to healing. And that's where I am. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this phenomenal day spa that I can't wait to see.
Well, you walk in there and you feel it. You feel it because everything that was in my prayer room for the past 7, 8 years that I operated from my prayer room at home is there. And that's the very essence of what I call the presence of the Holy Spirit being in the place. So our day spa is more of a holistic healing wellness and deliverance ministry. It's more of like a mind, body, spirit healing retreat. So we have massages, facials, but I also have my healing room that I operate out of. We have
workshops.
Yeah, we have a sauna. We have workshops, candle making. We're going to be doing pillow making with Janine. Soap making. I have a relationship expert to do something for the ladies around Valentine's Day. We're expecting delivery of our hot tub in February, early February, so women can have hydrotherapy. We may also use it as a baptismal pool if we can at times. So it's also an event location because we're on an acre of property. So we have people who are trying to book us for weddings. I have one person wanted to book for weddings and other events, bridal parties, the whole 9 yards.
Awesome.
So it just encompasses
retreat. If somebody's looking to have a one-day retreat, that would be perfect.
It's amazing. We're actually having one on the 23rd of January.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Janine Faulkner says, it's so beautiful and you feel the greatness when you walk in it.
Oh, thank you, Janine. And she blessed, oh my God, she made pillows and my seat cover and everything in there. So I
Wow.
love it, love it, love it. Yeah, because when you have a place and you have people with anointed hands make you things, you feel it.
Yes.
You feel it. You feel it.
Not
Yeah.
only make you, it could be food, it can be from food to pillows to just work. But did you have them do it? You can feel their work, their
Yeah.
craftsmanship. It's
Yeah.
a different from the anointed. That's why
Yeah.
I'm so blessed to have my EWBI sisters, because I can't even just pick out one or two. It's like so many amazing women
Amazing. Yeah.
all under one organization, and I'm just
Nation.
so blessed to be able to call them my sister. They're just so
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And that's church. That's what church was supposed to be about.
Mm,
Uplifting each other, pouring into each other, supporting each other. See,
yes.
God now has shut down the churches. He's like, enough is enough. I'm raising women and I'm raising satellite or refreshing stations in different areas. So where you may think that you're doing one thing, what you're actually doing is church, it's ministry.
How
Yeah,
about that? And the
it's
good thing
ministry.
is, with my EWBI sisters, we get to do community service work together. We even started reading this Bible, the devotional that I'm talking about, together.
Mhm.
To Friday, I'm sorry, Saturday, we're going to help one of our sisters with her inventory to properly put it away, because she's so inundated with so much inventory. That's sisterhood, and
That's
it's like
why.
all aspects, the caring, the love. If somebody, passes, a family member, we're there for them. It's so important for us to have that type of support system. Who would you say is your support system?
My husband,
Okay.
yes, he's the biggest investor in my business. He is back end, front end, he's everywhere. When I had my first location, he invested heavily in it. When I purchased my first vending machine, he was like, here, this is your first. I'm
Yes.
going to be your first investor. So he is. That's my best friend. People say, well, you have a woman or friend. I have good friends, but he is my best friend.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
my children are, my oldest son gave me the name for my brand. My middle son, who is in law school, helped with so much because he's has so much advice. And my daughter, who's in music, is very, very creative. So, that's where everything comes from. It's like my source. God is my creator. He created me. As I was telling you, he created all of us in his own image, but I co-create with my creator. So he is first and foremost, and my home is my ministry. That's my first
Mm,
ministry. And so my husband is the first, that's my main support. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
That's my
That's
best friend.
amazing.
That's my best friend.
Yes.
I
Look, send your best friend a little shout out.
will. Samuel Talia, you are my BFF.
How long have you been married?
26 years. We've been
26.
together about 30. I've known him since Ghana, because I'm originally from Ghana. I've
Right.
known him since I was 13 and we were in high school, same high school together, same boarding school
Wow.
together.
How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
So tell women out here. So we have women entrepreneurs, and Minister Hicks said, "You better tell them." I believe that's what she said. But um, so Cindy, tell people, how do you manage to manage your marriage and your business? Because we know, like business, sometimes I come to bed with my laptop. So, you know, sometimes I'm working around the clock. My husband wake up, I'm in my office. He on his way to bed, I'm in my office. Like, I get to peck as he goes on his way to bed. So
Yeah.
how is it being married for 26 years? Have you found that success to keep on keeping on and being able to be a successful business owner?
Well, first of all, you said the laptop, but the key is not to make your bedroom your boardroom.
Mm.
And that's one of the keys. We work together, but at the same time, when it's time for us, we not My husband brings a lot of play into the balance. I'm serious, and even though he's very sharp,
Mm-hmm.
he loves to balance it with the social aspect. So tomorrow, for instance, my son in law school is going to Florida to do an internship. He's going to drive down to Florida with him and fly back. So he keeps everything going. When
Right.
I was running my salon, he would take them to basketball and take them to all the activities. And I made sure that there was food at home. But I also made sure that when I came home, it was like shut down. Sundays, I shut everything down. I don't like people contacting me on Sunday. You reach out to me on Sunday, I'm not picking up the phone because Sunday is my lifetime day. We just curl up in front of the television and just, veg out and do nothing. So you have to have a day of sanity
Mm.
or times of sanity where
Yeah.
you cut it off. I
Yeah.
have people call me, try and call me all times in the night. And one time I was driving with my son. Actually, my son was driving. I was in the back of the car. Whole family's in the car. And someone called me and they were crying because they were going through something. And my son was like, Mom, don't you have hours of operation? They can't call you after a certain period of time. You have to cut it off. And I said, what? He said, cut it off. He just turned out. I was like, ooh. So you have to have some boundaries, otherwise you'll bring it in with you. And
Mm.
that's why now that I have the location again, it's a work home life balance. Come home and it's home.
When I was just talking to a good friend of mine and partner last night actually, and one of the things we were like working ourselves to death with
Oh,
this leadership academy retreat. So when I tell you, so it was like a whole planning prior to, where we were meeting with the young ladies that were going to attend it on a monthly, and then we would have to call them to remind them that they were, had a meeting. Then we would have to go pick them up, and then we had other people picking them up, and it was
wow.
like so much. And so, we talked last night and we said, what would we do differently? And it was creating boundaries because, I'm not sharing all of the boundaries that was crossed, but it was too much. So creating boundaries allows you to have self-care,
Yes.
pour into your family, and make sure
Yes.
we give our family that
Same.
their time, their quality time, that you got, because you got to have it for the husband, and you got to have it for the kids, and you got to have it for the whole family collectively as well.
Absolutely.
So you are so right.
Absolutely.
It's so important for us to find. You got to find out what works best for you and what
Yeah.
works best for your marriage. And sometimes it's
Yeah.
a trial and error. So I haven't been married 26 years, but I'm gonna catch you. I'm working on 22 this
How
year.
many years is it now?
22 years this year.
22. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
going, you're going, you're going. You're there.
But
You're
we've
there.
been together for 29.
See?
So
You're
God has
there.
been blessing us.
You're
My
there.
whole
You're
adult
there.
life, I don't know anything. My whole adult life, I met my husband when I was 19 and he was, well, no, I was 18, he was 19. We were turning the next age.
Age. Wow. 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 Well, I was going to share something with you. There's a promise in you. You made a promise to God about something.
Okay.
There's a promise locked in there. Every time I look at you, I keep seeing, no one else can see, but I keep seeing a rainbow behind you on the left shoulder. And I keep
Mm,
hearing promise. There's a promise locked inside of her. So she's going to fulfill the destiny that God has designed her to have. As you're climbing, don't be surprised if you move in
mm.
order to get to the next level of where you're supposed to be going to.
Woo.
And look into Atlanta. Something about Atlanta. Travel there, connect there, make friends there if you can. But there's something about Atlanta, but I don't see your
Now the
station
person I
here
just
in
had
this
on the
area.
show, the person I had on the show last week, a good friend of mine, she lives in Atlanta. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, you have to visit.
Mm,
You have
wow.
to visit. Yeah, yeah.
So Tracy just said a comment. So hopefully my producer will put it back on because I missed that comment. She said, "I agree with having balance. It does not mean that you are not working hard. It means that you are working smart." That's right. That's right. And Tracy has like 20 businesses, and she does it so well. So she must be creating those boundaries.
Yeah.
Like if you name it, she has it from, if you need a lawyer to if you need a t-shirt, a cell phone cover, to if you need some vitamins to keep you up or some pills to keep you to sleep.
She's got it. She's got it. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. But it's funny. You mentioned that. One of the things, the keys that I discovered recently was, that whole thing of having multiple streams of income.
Right.
I'm here to dismantle that myth to a certain degree, because if you look at, recently I put out, I'm started, creating oils for somebody that I'm trying to help assist to have their own product. And I shared with her that when you have multiple products, you can't focus on all of them. So when you think about Chemi oil, right? Back in the day, you remember Chemi oil?
Yes.
All that Chemi oil that company sold was what? That little bottle of oil. What is McDonald's known for?
French fries.
The Big Mac.
Okay.
Okay. Burger King known for what? The Whopper.
Right.
So each company has to focus on one thing that is its moneymaker. Or else you are spread here, there, everywhere, so thin, because where your attention goes, your money flows.
Say that one more time.
Where your attention goes, your money flows.
Come on now.
So if you've got this, it's hard for you to hit that millionaire status where you're making lots of money. When you cross over that $500,000 threshold, it's hard when you're scattered with everything. But you make one brand great, generate that revenue, and then you can throw up the other stuff in there.
Well, I can say
you're putting so many things, it's scattered, so you can't give it all your attention.
Well, I can say that Tracy finds a way to make it work with all that she does. Yeah. So now that you've opened your spa, now when did it actually open?
We closed on October 9th and then opened the end of October.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, because we fixed a lot of stuff. Hey, Cassandra's on. We had a lot of fixing to do. So we actually opened the end of October.
Okay.
And grand opening won't be till May of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a soft launch, but I want to have like a grand opening.
Yeah.
Or something outdoor, since everybody's so scared of that thing. I won't even call its name and give it credence, because we speak life into things, and I ain't gonna speak life into that thing that everybody's scared of.
Okay. So tell us a little bit. So now many don't know that you're a survivor of domestic violence.
Yes. It was a relationship and I experienced that. I'm also a survivor of molestation. People don't go there when they've been molested. They're scared, but they're embarrassed, and they stay in the dark. But the real thing with molestation is the secrecy, the secret, the not telling. Once you tell, you free yourself, you liberate yourself, because it's over. Because then you realize that you're a victor and not a victim.
Come on now. Yeah. You really speaking. You come on. You guys say that one more time.
Yeah, you're a victor and not a victim, because you shouldn't be bound by your circumstances and what you've been through. The fact that I was molested doesn't make me any less, doesn't make me less brighter, less compassionate. It doesn't do any of those things.
That's why
I was learn from it.
Yes, but that's why it's so important for us to pour into each other, to
Yeah.
love on each other. We don't know what the next person has been through.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may, Minister Hicks says, speak it.
Yeah.
You just don't know what a person has been through, and it doesn't hurt you to put a smile on your face and say, "How you doing? Have a nice day." Give a hug once this terrible thing is gone. Give a hug.
I'm still hugging them. I'm hugging.
I still
Because I
hug
said,
too.
Lord, when it's my time, it's my time. I'm serious. When it's my time, it's my time. And if I'm sitting in my living room, a train drives through, it's my time too. But I can't live my life in fear over that. That's what I choose not to breathe life into it. Because if you watch the news, Nicole, all they can talk about is numbers going up and up and up and up and up. Because remember, what did we say? Life and death is what? In the power of the tongue. Breathe life into it. Yes. Yes.
Well, can you believe our time is almost up, Cindy?
Yes, I can't. Oh my God. We took that coffee break.
We definitely have to have you come back, Cindy.
Yes.
I love you. Always have an open invitation here. This is your home too. On Empowered Women in Business International. Anything that we do, you came and blessed us for our induction ceremony. We still think about that to this day. It was just so amazing. We'll never forget how beautiful you helped to make that day for us.
Oh, thank you. This has been so awesome, Nicole. I think next week. Do I see you next week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You're coming by.
Yes, and I can't wait.
You are all invited to come through whenever you want, just to have a place to kick back and relax and feel at home and just feel the presence of the Lord,
I might need to get some services while I'm there that day.
Yeah, come get your foot detox or a V-steam, the sun is shining. Come in and just experience love. That's all we're given this season is love and more love.
Yes.
That's what God is. God is love. He is love and He is light.
Elder Hawkins said, great job, ladies. Thank you so much, Elder Hawkins.
Oh.
Another one of my amazing EWVI sisters.
Wow.
Man, we have so many amazing women. She said, where is it located?
I'm located in Upper Cook, Maryland. Did you want me to send you the details, Nicole, to put underneath?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the Diva Day Spa in Upper Cook, Maryland.
Okay, and the day spa is named Diva by Cindy?
Yeah, it's called Diva Day Spa.
Diva Day Spa.
Diva Day Spa, yeah.
Diva Day
Spa. And everything, yeah, Diva Day Spa.
So if you're a diva, come to the spa. I guess I'll be going.
And a diva is divine inspired, virtuous and anointed.
Say that again.
Divine inspired, virtuous and anointed. So that's the acronym for diva. Yes.
Well, listen, Cindy, it has been a total joy to have you. Thank you so much for coming on. And you have to come back soon.
I will. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Yes.
So we have a speaker call. Did you hear that, ladies? A speaker call. And I said ladies, but it doesn't say ladies. So the speaker call, I guess, is for anyone. So it's a speaker call, and it's called Let's Keep It Real Conference. Real Talk Power Up Your 2021. You can reach out to Constance at craigmason.com, Constance at craigmason.com. And the different speaker topics is finances, relationships, business, health, wellness, mental health, politics, education, child rearing, and spirituality, and so much more. So if you are interested in being a speaker at this amazing conference, Let's Keep It Real conference, reach out to Constance at craigmason.com. Next up, If you are a woman business owner looking for a sisterhood of supporting us and resources, visit our website at www.ewbiradio.org. And if you would like to help the Trauma Advocacy Group with our community service project, we would love for you to help us. The project is going to take place on January the 16th. And we will have more information on our next show, and I'll drop the flyer at the bottom of this show. So tune in to Empower Women in Business International every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Elevate Your Life radio station. And we'll close like we always do. Individually, you can do great things, but collectively, we can forever change the world by Nick Mosby. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next Tuesday right here on Empowered Women in Business International Radio.